I found my wife's secret Google account and I'm sick to my stomach. Ongoing investigation? What's going on here? Trigger warning? What's the trigger warning? Cyber stalking? Obsession? Pablo, tell us the tea.
I am 36, met my wife Bailey, F33 9 years ago through mutual co-workers, and we hit it off immediately. I fell absolutely head over heels with this woman. She was everything I was looking for. I had gotten out of a toxic, dare I say abusive, long-term relationship right before that with a woman Bailey had been acquainted with, but not friends with. I had her blocked on everything and had no contact with her since breaking up. We got married right after the tail end of the pandemic, bought our first house together, and started trying to conceive. That was difficult because Bailey has PCOS, but last year she finally gave birth to our first daughter. I'm having a blast being a dad. It's kind of a dream come true. I finally got my happy life with my perfect wife, until last Monday. My laptop's battery shit the bed, so I opened up Bailey's work tablet with an attached keyboard. You can set it up like a monitor to check on some tax stuff. She wasn't home. It was just me and the baby, but we've never asked permission to use each other's devices. We've always been open like that. There's nothing for us to hide. That's what I thought. When I opened up the internet, I noticed she had the incognito tab open. Never in a million years did I expect to discover what I did. My wife has a secret Google account with a photo album saved called XX. So I clicked on it. Did I discover an affair? Nudes? Nope. In this Google album were over 300 photos, 348 actually, of my ex.
348?
Damn!
Photos of your ex from all different angles, while she was leaving the coffee shop, while she's getting to work, while she's exiting the car, while she's in the salon with her fucking hair. Whatever, what's going on? She got a whole private detective on her ass. What's going on?
Of my ex, the woman I was with right before I met Bailey, the woman who tormented me and made me feel worthless. The album said it was started back right around the time Bailey and I started dating and was updated as recently as 2 weeks ago. The photos range from candid shots with family to pictures at her work functions. There were even pictures from her yearbook. I don't know how Bailey could have found her high school yearbook photos.
This is private detective type shit right here. She hired a whole PI.
Meet Ace Ventura.
Why though? Let's find out. Pablo, tell us.
Photos from vacations, ID photos from work, pictures of her in crowds, screenshots of videos, and screen recordings of videos. Just her. The other people in the photos would be scribbled out, or the photo would be cropped and zoomed in just on my ex. There was other disturbing things I found too. There was another album with just zoomed up pictures of my ex's hair. Come to think of it, Bailey had recently started wearing her hair different, and my ex had a very identifiable hair type.
This is getting weird.
There was another album with screenshots of comments on social media. Of course I can't find them because I have her blocked. Like Facebook groups she's in and public posts. And my ex is very low-key on social media. I can't imagine the lengths Bailey went to find them. My ex literally lives in another country now. There were also different links to the exact outfit she was wearing, like very specific blouses and trousers you'd have to really go looking for to find. A specific water bottle I remembered her purchasing, and identical hiking boots and sandals.
This is some creepy shit.
So basically, my partner of almost a decade has been single white femaling my ex-girlfriend, has secretly stalked her to the—
Wait, what's that mean? Single white femaling? Is that the new way to describe stalking? It sound like you got single white femaled. How y'all feel about this? My single white female fucking friends and compadres. Hey, listen, you guys are a little crazy, but fucking, I would never. I've never heard that.
Has been single white femaling my ex-girlfriend, has secretly stalked her to the point of buying her exact clothes and changing her hair. And now I'm starting to realize Bailey's new interests over the years were just my ex's. That Bailey has turned herself into my ex.
This don't make no sense, knowing that he's got a traumatic memories from that ex. You trying to be like her. I like you because you're not her, girl. What are you doing? You're doing this all wrong.
Everything feels like a lie. Our love feels like a lie. The things we share feel like a lie. I threw up and had a panic attack. I looked at our daughter and felt betrayed. I haven't confronted her yet. I don't know if I want to. I want to run away with our daughter. I want to print out all her pictures, leave them on the table, and disappear.
You let her come home to this. Is this you? What the hell?
I don't know what to do. I just want to throw up. Relevant comments.
Shimei says,
My holy cow, that definitely is alarming. The best thing to do is address it now to see what'll change if she no longer has someone to replicate. The toxic side of me would slowly start mentioning things like, you really do remind me of someone.
Fucking Pablo, bro. You never know what you're gonna get with him. This is why we bring Pablo in. The toxic side of you? That's your toxic side, Pablo?
The toxic side of me would slowly start mentioning things like, you really do remind me of someone.
Holy shit, he turns into Elmo when he's trying to be toxic. You want toxic? I'll give you toxic.
You really do remind me of someone.
What the hell, Pablo? He said something earlier. He said one of the words, kind of funny. And I gave y'all a look. As soon as he did it, I'm like, oh shit, is he gonna do it again? Pablo, man. First he's orgasming and now he's baby talking to you. He's trying to make up for the orgasm, the crudeness of last live. What's going on?
I feel like what's worse is that she subtly made these changes over time under my nose. So, my ex has a specific career, and Bailey didn't express interest in switching careers to the exact same thing until after I had mentioned what my ex did. Didn't notice at the time, but I remember telling her ex went to school for that. The hair was more recent, the outfits and objects slowly over time. The interests, I'm not sure how much she's stolen personality-wise from my ex and what she actually likes. It's all incredibly exhausting and confusing. While I talked about my ex, most of the things I told my wife about were negative and paint her in not such a good light. My wife knows these things and know they were traumatic. Of course, I've mentioned things like what she does for a living and things she used to do. But I think everything else she found she got through intense cyberstalking, through my ex's friends and family. The yearbook photos, I have no idea. Yikes. I am overwhelmed by the support. I am humbled by the number of people who have been through this experience on both sides.
This is a common thing? Exes stalking previous exes? I don't doubt that. But in this scenario, it doesn't make sense when the ex is somebody like, I don't want you to be like, girl.
I have an update, but it's probably not as exciting and as juicy as you want. It's not bad though. The next day when I had calmed down, I called several social workers and therapists. I was planning to confront her there. Unfortunately, the only places that take our insurance did not have an opening for another couple weeks. So, despite what a lot of you think, I've known my wife for nearly a decade, and even while I was confused and upset and doubting things, I didn't think she'd be a danger to me. We took baby to grandma's, and I asked her to go for a walk with me. I did not beat around the bush, and straight up told her I found the folder. Her face got very red, and she was frozen, but also tried to play dumb at first. I was persistent, and she started crying and begged me not to leave her. This is what I uncovered. Bailey first started looking up my ex out of curiosity, to keep tabs, I guess. But over time, it became more pathological. It's like she got addicted to it, but she also wanted to please me. Okay, maybe I talked about my ex a lot more than I thought. And Bailey wanted to emulate the good parts. She told me she really doesn't know who she is, and my ex's image was something she latched onto because she had me first. Finding the clothing and objects became a game by searching things like blue water bottle green stripe until she coupled compare the product to a photo and find the exact one.
What are we thinking, ladies and gentlemen? What are we thinking?
The reason why I couldn't find the posts wasn't because I had blocked my ex, but because my ex had made a new Facebook under a different name. Bailey found her profile by searching up a family member. She made fake social media and added enough mutual friends until she could see my ex's posts.
She knows what she's doing.
This is not her first time doing some shit like this.
Until her private Instagram accepted her. She weaseled her way into her exercise Facebook group where the videos were posted and searched her school on the yearbook website to find the yearbook pictures. She just collected the images and would get excited to find something new, despite the fact that my ex is extremely private on social media. The folder had originally been called Hex the X, in case I
Hex the X was the original name? Hex the X. Check all her fucking shoe boxes. You're gonna see a voodoo doll with strands of your ex's hair. Brother, you're gonna come home early from work one day, you're gonna see her sitting posed up, fucking lit candles, crows, a sacrificed lamb, and then the voodoo doll of your ex. Bro, Hex the X. It's all sounding worse, girl, all these justifications. It was all just a game though, baby. Yeah. What kind of game are you playing?
The folder had originally been called Hex the X. In case I discovered it, she was going to make the excuse of saving the pictures to put a hex on her. When she made a burner Google account, she deleted the old folder and named the new one XX, then
XX, Hex X.
She got sloppy and comfortable, and that's right around the time I just happened to open the work tablet. We took a break. It was a while. We made it to couples counseling, and Bailey and I also began seeing separate therapists. She still has not had an assessment with a psychiatrist, but it's on the list. She promised to stop and deleted the album in front of me. Slowly, certain clothing items began to disappear from the closet. I still do not entirely trust her, and that is for me to work on.
That's for her to work on too. Fucking what the hell? What do you mean? I don't know if I ever be. This is in your girl? This is some crazy shit.
I'm afraid she has another secret account somewhere, like a backup. The physical mimicking is actually stopping though, including the hair change. We're still not okay. I want us to be okay, and it's okay if that takes time. If we end up not being okay, then that's something I have to deal with. What I do know is that my wife is incredibly insecure, probably mentally ill, and is misled. I don't really want to walk away from that.
That's the part you don't want to walk away from? Usually there's like, but she has all these other characteristics. That's what I don't want to, but okay, I mean.
A plan is something I am still having trouble coming up with. And it's been a couple months. I think I'm afraid to make a plan. Does that make sense?
You're doomed. This is insane. I don't know if there's any coming back from this girl. I mean, the only thing holding us together is our daughter. But now I'm super sketch. Way sketch. She needs counseling.
You need help.
How long can you keep that fucking charade up though? And it's like, bro, how do you not notice that you're not the same person I fucking met? We hit it off that first time I met you at work. Because you were totally different from my damn ex. But now you're starting to become a lot like her. You're even starting to look like her. My ex used to wear something.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
I gotta put anybody I've been with fucking in protective services. What's that program? Good luck. You're gonna be fucking stalking 1,000 people at once. I'm telling you. You talking about a whole phase, bro. How much time you got on your hands, girl? Witness protection, that's what I was trying to think of. You've done some shit like this before? I caught that, Adrian. When properly motivated, you can do a lot more than you think. Hey, listen, I've already kind of figured that about you when you brought up that one website. I was like, oh, so you've done some investigation of your own. I know. Look, I get y'all gonna stalk. Y'all gonna fucking do some investigation. I already know. I know, but it's like what you said. Looking into an ex to see what they look like, that's one thing. I want to know what the hell your damn taste in men was. If I fucking pull up Screech as your ex-boyfriend, I'm your type? I'm just your type? What are you not telling me? Now, my ex was a horrible person. I found out when I was 7 months pregnant that my ex-husband had a full-on girlfriend. A scenario like that where you suspect chicanery and you want to get to the truth, I'll co-sign it. Go ahead, do your thing. I'm gonna hire a private investigator too. You're gonna walk in the door one day. What is this? You wanna tell me about this? Huh? I found everything. Everything.